Hello friends, welcome to our channel Outset Skills. So we will see how to create a Google form. Open Google Chrome. We need Google search engine. When you open Google Chrome, beside your Google account on the left of your Google account you can see 9 dots. These are Google apps. Click on that. So go to Google Drive. We can create Google form through Google Drive. I'll show you how it works. So if you need to create a Google form, go to new folder, file upload, folder upload. We don't want all this. Go to more. You can find Google Forms here. Click on that. So this is how Google Forms looks. So if you want to change the file name, this form name, if you are giving any question paper or any feedback form or any survey form, you can give the name you want. I'll give it as feedback form. When you change the name, automatically here also the name changes. You can give any description if needed. So I have given description. If you want to prepare any question paper, you can give here class, marks, section, subject, anything you want, you can give. So let's go to question. Click on this, select this, delete this, and type your question. So I have given the question. So now you can select the type of answer. You can give multiple choice, like, and you can give some 3, 4, 5, and you can make them rate it about webinar. Or if you want description, if you want them to tell, you can also click here, click this drop down arrow beside multiple choice. Okay, if you want a short text, you can give short answer. If you are comfortable with longer text, you can give paragraph. You can give multiple choice, check boxes, drop down, and this file upload. If you want them, this is not useful for feedback form. For any exam, if you want them to write something, or like if you want them to do some drawing, and if you want them to keep that file in this form, you can select file upload. Then they will upload the file that is needed. And this linear scale, this will be what ratings, like it will be in the range of the answer will be like 1 to 30 or 10 to, like, we can give answers in range type. So these are type of matchings. We can do matchings also in Google Forms. How to do it, and I will tell in another video. So this is that. And if you want to add question, here plus mark, this is add question, you can add. So second question, you can give number. I forgot the number. And if you Want to change the theme? Click here, customize theme, and you can choose the color you want. If I choose red, this form changes. And if you want any image, you can choose the image from online. For example, if you are sending form about education, you can keep this picture. If you are sending about music, you can keep this picture. I'll keep this. Here there are categories: birthday, party, wedding, food, work and school. These all comes in school. Just select it and click insert. Here before the form, this picture appears like this. Even if you are doing some, this is useful by saying so they can, when you can change the font style, click on this arrow, you can see files, you can see, right? I'll change, no, not this. These are theme options, and if you want any if you want to add title, if I suppose in a question paper there will be first bit question answer, second bit objective. If you are giving separate bits, can give like fill in the blanks. You can give, this is separate bit, you can give the marks here if you want, and you can give the question here. And in question, if you are teaching for a low class like primary children, you want them to identify anything, you can give picture. In the question, when you hear, you can see this symbol, right? Click on this, so you can insert image. If you are having that required image in your computer, click browse here. Or if you don't have in your computer, if you have in Google Drive, click here, and here Google image search, this can search in web your pictures, search for images, Apple. From Google you'll get images, select that required image, click insert, and this image adds in the question bar. It is so big, Apple. Click on the image, you will find this box and minimize it. You can give the shape you want, and you can give options like Apple. So from this they can select one of the answer. You can give options like this. In question also you can type if you want. Identify picture. That's it. You can give anything. You can give short answer. I'll give this as short answer. Just go here, click this drop down arrow and select the required mode of answer. That's it. And some students or some people, like in this feedback forms or anything, someone, they'll directly submit the form without selecting answers, or else sometimes By mistake they'll click submit without selecting answers. To avoid that, you just there is a word called required. Turn this on. So what this means is it will be mandatory to answer this question. Without answering this question, the form can't be submitted. For example, if you are conducting an exam, you can tell in exam for rule number. Many people will not write their name, they'll forget to write their name in offline also. So in online we can do it for name and roll numbers, sections, class. You can keep that question mandatory. So just select the question. At the bottom you will see this required symbol. Turn this on and it will be mandatory to answer this question before submitting. Without answering this question, they can't submit their form. So that's it. So you can, how will your form looks? This is preview. Click this. You can see how this form goes to children. So you can observe one thing. There is a red star. It means required. Here also required is there. It means without answering this, the form can't be submitted. So let me alarm how you can check. I'll tell you. I have selected the answer. Now I'll click submit. So in this form, students will submit the form. They'll get like your response has been recorded. Submit another response. They'll click on this and they'll submit another response if they know the right answer. So how to avoid? One student can give many answers, many answer sheets. So you can see when I opened the form which Aya was editing, so you can see in responses 1. This will be the summary. If you have many students answer the question, some 40 50, all that will come here. If you want to see individual responses, if there are 50, it will get 1 of 50. You can check individual responses. What answer they gave, you can check. So how to avoid one student submitting many times and how to assign marks? We'll see. Go to settings. Here you can click this limit to one response. Then one student can respond only once. And here there are options like edit after submit, see summary charts and text responses. If you click this, the students can edit their form. They can go click back and go to their forms. After submitting also, if they know the right answer, they can go back and change their answer. So this should not be selected. And this option, see summary charts and text responses. If you want to share any summaries about the form, you can share, and if you click this option, the respondents can see. And this is very important. Make this a quiz. So when you on this, even without owning this also, we have submitted the form. That is a quiz only, you can think. But if you on this, you can give points. So you can give grades. There are options regarding grades. Release grade immediately after each submission. It means Here I have submitted the form. After submitting, if I have assigned grades, I can see my grades. But if you don't want them to see the grades, you can select later after manual review. Or if you want them to see their marks after submission, you can select this. So in question paper, how they can what they can see, we can select here. If you want them to see correct answers, then waste of conducting this should not be selected compulsorily, and missed questions this also not be selected. Point values it can be selected by because if you give a question beside that, it shows how much points, how much marks that question carries. So in this, and again go to general, the collect email addresses, you should select this. Here it is already selected because we have selected some these options, so we have selected this, so it will be automatically selected. After all these settings, click save. So here is one response. I'm not deleting this response. I'll give another response to questions. I'll close this form and click. If you want, if any teacher is looking at this video, if you want to know how your form goes to children, and if you want to check how the options you have kept are working or not, just click on this preview option, soften that I symbol, you'll get a form. This is how students get their form. Here we have selected when we are doing, we have selected immediately when the students see the marks is immediately after the submitting, they can automatically see the marks. So for that purpose, email address is asked. So I'll give something. Okay, Apple submit. So your response has been recorded. You score. You can see the score. Total point 0 by 0. Why? Because we have allowed the option to give marks, but we have not assigned the marks. Okay, we'll see. This is our response. Now we'll go to our editing form. You can see responses number increased. Before it was only 1, now it came to 2. Go to responses, you can see next one to com. How to assign marks. So I'll show you that also. It is very simple. Click on question. Here there is an answer key. Click on answer key. You need to select the correct answer. So this is apple, right? Click on apple, and then here are points. If you want to give 1 mark to this question, click 1. If you want to give 2 marks, click 2. If you want to give 3, click 3. So this is 1 mark. After that, done. So marks are assigned. Here you can see answer key 1 point. This can't be seen by children. How was the webinar? Answer key. So this in this answer, if you want to give answer, you should enter all the text that you had. For now I'll enter okay. Save. If you want other than this, okay. If you want all other answers should be incorrect, click on this and change the points Done. Now we'll submit the form again. I'll click preview. You have already responded. You can fill out this form only once. Try contacting the owner of the form if you think this was a mistake. Why this came? Because in settings we have limited only one response. We have on that option only once everyone can answer. So we have already answered here. So we can't respond here. So that's it. Google form is very simple.